In this new phase, as Iran has an important choice, a chance to make a deal, a good deal, a wise deal. As part of that effort, the United States has imposed an ironclad blockade that grows more powerful by the day. From the Gulf of Oman to the open oceans, our Navy is enforcing this blockade without hesitation or apology. It was one of the most decisive and boldly executed naval operations in the Persian Gulf in recent memory. In a swift and overwhelming strike near the Strait of Hormuz, the United States Navy has completely destroyed one of the largest and most dangerous Iranian-backed pirate groups operating in the region. Dozens of fast attack boats, hidden command centers, weapon stockpiles, and logistical bases now lie at the bottom of the sea or burning along the coastline. What Iran and its proxies believed was a protected network for terrorizing international shipping has been dismantled in a single devastating night of precision strikes and special operations raids. For years, Iran has relied on a shadowy network of pirate militias and IRGC-linked groups to wage asymmetric warfare in the Strait of Hormuz and surrounding waters. These groups operated with a dangerous mix of speedboats, heavy weapons, and Iranian-supplied equipment. They specialized in hidden-run attacks on commercial vessels, boarding tankers, stealing cargo, taking crew members hostage, planting naval mines, and disrupting global energy flows. Their mission was clear: create constant fear, raise insurance costs dramatically, and give the Iranian regime plausible deniability while economically pressuring the West. One particular group had grown into one of the largest and most aggressive of these proxy forces. Operating from concealed coastal bases and small islands near the Strait of Hormuz, they had become increasingly bold. In recent months, they carried out multiple high-profile attacks on oil tankers and merchant ships, causing significant economic damage and raising tensions in the region to dangerous levels. Intelligence indicated this group was well-funded, heavily armed with Iranian missiles and heavy machine guns, and highly coordinated. But their campaign of piracy and disruption came to a sudden, violent, and decisive end. After weeks of meticulous intelligence gathering, the United States Navy launched a large-scale, multi-domain operation that left the pirate network shattered beyond repair. American surveillance drones, P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft, satellites, and intelligence assets had been closely monitoring every movement of this group. They mapped out every base, every hiding spot, every vessel, and every supply route with pinpoint accuracy. When the order was given, the U.S. Navy struck with overwhelming force and clinical precision. Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers moved into position to provide long-range fire support. MH-60 Seahawk helicopters, armed with Hellfire missiles and advanced targeting systems, spearheaded the initial assault. Navy SEAL teams and Marine Raider Special Operations Forces were inserted under the cover of darkness via fast rope from helicopters and high-speed rigid-hull inflatable boats. The operation unfolded with terrifying speed and efficiency. As American forces closed in on the main pirate bases, the Iranian-backed militants attempted to flee in their signature swarm of fast attack boats. That decision proved fatal. U.S. Navy helicopters and armed drones relentlessly hunted them down across the water. Precision-guided munitions and anti-ship missiles turned multiple vessels into fiery wrecks, sinking beneath the waves. On land, SEAL teams conducted lightning raids on the primary command compound, destroying weapons caches, fuel depots, communication centers, and command infrastructure in a series of controlled explosions. By the time dawn broke over the Strait of Hormuz, the scale of the destruction was overwhelming. One of the largest and most active Iranian proxy pirate organizations in the Gulf had been almost entirely eliminated. Dozens of fast attack boats were destroyed or captured. This was not a random or impulsive strike. It was a carefully calculated demonstration of American naval power, intelligence superiority, and political resolve. The United States has made it unmistakably clear threats to commercial shipping and international freedom of navigation in these critical waters will no longer be tolerated. The Strait of Hormuz carries nearly 20% of the world's daily oil supply. Any sustained disruption here would send shockwaves through the global economy. By destroying this major pirate network, the U.S. Navy has significantly reduced the immediate threat level for commercial vessels transiting the region. The strategic implications of this operation run deep. For years, Iran has used these proxy pirate groups to test American boundaries while maintaining official deniability. That strategy has now been dealt a severe blow. With one of their most capable operational arms in the Gulf destroyed so efficiently, Iran's ability to conduct low-level asymmetric warfare at sea has been seriously degraded. The IRGC is undoubtedly in crisis mode, trying to understand how such a well-supported network was located and eliminated so quickly and decisively. For the U.S. Navy, this success highlights the effectiveness of their forward-deployed forces, rapid response capabilities, and integration of special operations with conventional naval power. Operating from advanced destroyers, supported by air assets and superior intelligence, American forces can project overwhelming power with remarkable precision and minimal risk to their own personnel. This operation will serve as a powerful and lasting deterrent to any other Iranian-backed groups considering similar aggressive actions. The broader message to the region and the world is loud and unmistakable. The United States remains the dominant naval power in the Persian Gulf and will act decisively whenever international shipping lanes or global energy security are threatened. This strike comes at a particularly sensitive time, with tensions already elevated across the Middle East. By taking strong, direct action against piracy and Iranian proxies, America is reinforcing its long-standing commitment to freedom of navigation and sending a clear warning to Tehran. Continued aggression at sea will come with a very heavy price. As smoke continues to rise from destroyed pirate bases along the coastline and wreckage litters the waters near the Strait of Hormuz, the full strategic impact of this operation is still being assessed. What is already certain is that one of the most persistent threats to maritime security in this vital region has been neutralized. Commercial shipping companies can now operate with greater confidence, and maritime insurers may soon begin adjusting their risk assessments downward for vessels passing through the area. The pressure on Tehran is mounting from every direction. Their long-standing strategy of using undeniable proxy forces to harass international shipping has been exposed, degraded, and severely weakened. This bold and highly successful U.S. Navy operation serves as a powerful reminder of American military superiority and political will when core national interests and global security are at stake. When the United States decides to act decisively in defense of international norms, it does so with overwhelming force and surgical precision. This was the Military Show, bringing you the complete, detailed story behind the U.S. Navy's decisive strike that destroyed one of the largest Iranian-backed pirate groups operating near the Strait of Hormuz. The waters of the Gulf have just become significantly safer for global commerce, at least for now. If you want continuing coverage of the situation in the region, analysis of Iran's likely response, and how this affects the broader geopolitical balance in the Middle East, hit subscribe right now, turn on notifications, and stay with us. The United States has drawn a firm line in the water, and it has just enforced it with overwhelming power.